This is the electrical effect. There's two different layers to it. There's a top layer which has this cool looking bolt stutter effect, which gives the most realistic bolt feel. And then the second layer is more for show. It's more for like a nice little pizzazz effect, is this neat looking animated bolt effect. What I'm doing to make this is I have this texture here. It's a multi-mask texture, so it has 3 different channels. The red channel has this first layer of bolt, the green channel has the second layer of bolts, and the blue channel has this noise texture. That is the texture itself. The material looks like this. Now, if you've never really dealt with shaders before, I'm sorry in advance because this all might go over your head. But I'll start with the basic concept. The idea was just straight up to add noise to time. So a sine wave goes from -1 to 1. The look of it looks like this, goes from dark to light. Now, if we add noise to it, it gives this really neat looking phase effect. What I did with that is I added 2 of those with different speeds, and I multiplied them together to get a neat looking effect like this. This is what the phase shifting looks like when it's together and multiplied and tiled really big. Now, it being big tiled is what gives us that really neat looking sporadic effect like this. So what happened was Joe was working on it today to edit the material for his own purposes. And what he ended up coming up with is this really neat looking time step thing. Now, the time stepping itself is something that it's literally just getting rid of the float values of time and then dividing it by a certain step amount. And the effect that we get from this is kind of neat. I can actually change how pixelated this looks now by changing the speed. I honestly have no idea why this works, and I can't really explain it. I don't have enough technical know-how in this section to really know why, and Joe doesn't either, and we just kind of lucked out that it makes this pixelated look. And this ended up solidifying that final effect. And what we do with that is I set this to 1.5, and you can see when I do that, the pixelated effect has a lot smaller pixels, and then combine that with the time step set to 24, and we get this really neat choppy look. And this is what guarantees that stutter effect. We have the cool phase shifting at the end between the 2 bolt textures, and then we do a final multiply and a lerp min max to contrast it. And the last thing I'll do for you here is show you the instances. This is instance number 1, the first layer that has the bolt stuttering, so this is all the values for that. And the second instance shows the cool little animated thunderhead look. So feel free to pause the video and copy the shader, try it out for yourself, and also you can grab the different instance values as well to get the exact same effect.